Clark began to read slowly, struggling to see in the dim moonlight. Dear Gretchen and Clark, we hope you children are safe and well. We forgot one word of warning in the first letter. If the monster gets out, and you do kill it, and escape from the house, stay on the road. Do not go into the swamp. Clark rolled his eyes. He let out a loud groan. Keep reading, I shouted. Read! He squinted in the dark and went on. The monster's brothers and sisters live in the swamp, dozens of them. We think they are out there waiting for him. My heart started to race as Clark continued. We've seen the monsters in the swamp. We've heard them whistling to each other every night. They're unhappy their brother was captured. They're waiting for him to return. So whatever you do, stay out of the swamp. It's not safe out there. Stay out of the swamp. Good luck. We love you. Clark's hands dropped to his sides. The letter fell to the marshy ground. I turned slowly, staring out at the shifting shadows. Gretchen, Clark choked out my name. Do you hear that? What is that sound? What is it? It sounds like a whistle. That's what I thought, he whispered. What do we do now? Any ideas? No, Clark, I replied softly. I don't have any more ideas. How about you? R.L. Stine killed 2 children in Goosebumps. How to kill a monster, specifically. Is that the first time, or the only time he's killed children? Of course not. Or at least had something bad happen to them. But this thing, right here, stays in my mind because of the TV show that I watched before I read the book. In the TV show, it follows the same. The monsters chasing the children. They're doing all kinds of things to survive. They don't want the monster to eat them, and the monster's trying to eat them. Turns out the monster is allergic to humans. It then blows up and dies. In my opinion, that was pretty lame. As a kid, I did not enjoy it. I still don't enjoy it now. I enjoy the story. I enjoy the episode. I don't enjoy that the monster dies because he's allergic because of human. First of all, if he knows he's allergic to human, he would know what a human looks like. He would know not to eat the humans. Well, second of all, allergic to humans? You don't... Come on, dude. Come on. There could have been something better he could have done other than that, but... Anyway. R.L. Stine, you murdered 2 children, because after they ended up killing the monster, the other monsters, were looking for him. And once they find out that their brother is dead, they're gonna kill those 2 kids. They're not gonna eat them. But just because you're allergic to something doesn't mean that you can't destroy it, right? If I'm allergic to peanuts, I can still destroy those peanuts. I mean, if I touch them, I might get a reaction, so I might have to find out another way to kill those peanuts or destroy those peanuts, But that doesn't mean I can't destroy them. And these monsters can definitely destroy these kids. How bad is their allergic reaction? It seems like the monster was able to be around them without dying. It's just whenever the hand went in its mouth and it ingested some of it, it was like, oh no, now I'm gonna die. So those monsters can take those children and push their heads into the swamp water and drown them. They can rip out their insides. They can slit their throats. They can throw them around. They can beat them up. They can grab one of the children and smack the other child with it. All kinds of crazy crap they could be doing to these poor children. R.L. Stine, you murdered these kids. They're dead. Because the grandparents that you wrote in the story, they're not good grandparents. It's hard to even say they're good people. They left these kids alone inside a house with a monster knowing it was in there. Let's go to the first letter, shall we? Removing the feather bookmark now. And now reading in chapter 21, the first letter. From the grandparents. Clark began to read the letter out loud. Dear Gretchen and Clark. He started. The paper fluttered between his trembling fingers. We're sorry to do this to you, but we had to leave. My light decided it would turn on, my broken light right there. So you all just got a great, light shone upon me, and now it's probably very bright. That is okay, we're gonna keep reading. We're sorry to do this to you, but we had to leave. A few weeks ago, a swamp monster invaded our house. We captured it in the room upstairs. Then we didn't know what to do with it. You could kill it. It's a monster, you know? Anyway. We didn't have a car, so we couldn't get to a phone to call for help. We've lived in terror for the past few weeks. We were afraid to let the monster out. We know it would have killed us. Yes, it probably would have. My knees started to wobble as Clark continued. We didn't want to tell your parents about the creature, the grandparents said. We didn't want to tell them about it. If we did, they wouldn't have let you come. Don't let children inside of danger. If I did this, if I had a monster inside of my bathroom over there and then locked it, right? Would I let my nephews or my nieces come inside the house knowing there's a monster in there and it might kill them? No, I'm not gonna do that to them, because if it broke out, it would end up killing those poor children that I love to pieces. I mean, I'm just not gonna do that. See, the book makes these grandparents seem nuts. Let's finish this letter before I go into the episode. We don't get many visitors here. We wanted so much to see you, but I guess we were wrong. You should have gone to Atlanta with your mother and father. I guess we were wrong to let you stay. They guessed they were wrong? They guess? I shrieked. Can you believe them? Well, yeah. I agree with you, poor little girl. They shouldn't have let you come into the house. Into that house that you see right there. That the monster is coming out of the room. Do you see that? What does it say? Step one, right? Step one. Let's see, will you focus? Probably not, but I'll read it to you anyway. Step 1, run. Step 2 is to run faster, guys. Run faster. You're not supposed to be in a vicinity with a monster. Do you see right here? This is a monster. This is Tom, and he chases Jerry. Okay? They enjoy it, sure, but they shouldn't be around each other if they're trying to kill each other. Well, anyway, these kids were put into danger because of R.L. Stine's writing, the grandparents being stupid. They were dumb. You shouldn't do that to children. You just shouldn't do that. So, basically, let's see here. In the episode, it is done so much better. Where the grandfather is a hunter, and he sees a monster out in the swamp, and he shoots the monster, right? And after he shoots the monster, he puts it inside of the room, thinking it's dead. Then they left to go get help with the body and all that. Thinking the monster was dead, mind you, and the monster was not dead, and then the whole chase pursues, just like inside of this little book of terror. You learn how to kill a monster, children. At least a human allergy monster. It's someone who is allergic to humans. Sure, you learned how to kill it. But you didn't learn how to survive in the swamp. Or to read the letters faster. It's not your all's fault. It's not your all's fault. First of all, they should have took you with them. Not inside the freaking house, leaving you in there. They should have took you all with them. These poor children, they're dead. They're dead. What are you gonna do? Okay, for instance, here we go. These are carnivores right here. These dinosaurs, they're carnivores. Let's just say that we have 2 children here, okay? 2 children are out in the swamp. Just walking in the swamp, right? Okay, yeah, they're walking in the swamp. Then they come across these two behemoths. Of course, these are not the correct size of them, but oh well. This is also primarily a fish eater, but whatever. These are dinosaurs. We're just going to leave it that. They come across these dinosaurs. These are also not allergic to humans, though we have no evidence. I'm sure they wouldn't be. Meat is meat. Do you think that the children could kill this? Do you think it could kill? Do you think that they could kill these things? No. These things are going to go and eat them. They're going to be dead. You killed these kids. The grandparents killed these kids. And R.L. Stine, you wrote it to happen. So, the next time you want to pick up this book right here and think, oh, this is just a fun little story about children destroying this monster, and this monster is going to die in the end, blah, 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 and you read it to your child, might not think anything of it. They might not. They might be like, oh, the monsters won't eat them. They're allergic. They're okay. They're okay in the end. No, you see, we have a thing called serial killers, which is an unfortunate thing in society. Not all of them are cannibals, mind you. We've had some crazy things that happen in this world, but those people who end up killing people for no reason, or even a reason either way, it's terrible. They kill people in many ways. This monster can do the same thing. It can kill people, and it will, if it's angered. You come across a bear, right? A bear usually wouldn't mess with you. Say you're around its cub, right? I'm not saying a bear wouldn't, I'm just saying, usually not. You're around a bear, you're around its cub. The mother bear is like, that is my child. You either get away, or I'm going to slaughter you. Because you are near my child. Well, it ends up slaughtering you. With one swat, they're that strong. You're telling me these monsters aren't that strong? Are these monsters weak? It didn't seem so in the book, I'll be honest. It didn't seem like it was very weak. So, Gretchen and Clark, rest in peace. We know how your story ends. You all have passed away. Rest in peace. From How to Kill a Monster. Gretchen and Clark. Good luck explaining that to their parents, Grandma and Grandpa. Good luck.